take care of business. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Auburn Tigers, taking on the 7th-ranked team in the land, the Missouri Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. Missouri about to kick off to lift the lid on this one. Here's the return from inside his 10. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. So Auburn's offense will get the first possession of the game. Sometimes you sense that what the kids call swagger is a false bravado. This dude is nothing but real at wide receiver.
He's got that speed, and it just, you see DBs, they're probably watching him come on the field right now, and they understand it's going to be a long game. This guy can go get it. He can run. He can do a little bit of everything at the wide receiver spot.
Well, it's a nice job, too, of the quarterback after the play fake there, getting his eyes down the field. He had to get that to his tight end quickly, knowing he wasn't going to have a lot of space to run with after the catch.
He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. Trying to make that rush think on the draw play here. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with the first down. And the Tigers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. From the shotgun, they'll run it. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
And you hear about run blitzes. This is exactly what a run blitz is. When you know the ball's coming up the middle, you want to bring those linebackers, get them closer to the line of scrimmage, and fire. Right when the ball snapped, he's coming downhill, doing a good job creating a loss. That linebacker really knew what was going on.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Buys a little time. Trying to escape and get it himself. And there were some collisions in there, and the D finally stops him short of the marker. Auburn sends out the punting unit. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. He won't be able to return this one as it goes out of bounds. The Tigers offense will take the field for the first time. When a guy gets off the ball as quickly as he does, you know he's going to be breathing down your neck, and you got to get rid of it, Jesse.
This quarterback's good, but he better have a clock going off in his head. He knows he's not going to have a lot of time to get rid of the football. That's a big matchup in this game.
Well, and that's what I love about this guy, because he affects the quarterback whether he gets to him or not. He knows he's there. He's that kind of good coming off the edge. Let's see how this QB performs under pressure.
They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. The offense showing motion from the tight end, trying to get a read on the D. He wants to pass it on 2nd down. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. That last incomplete pass has him staring at a 3rd and 3. The sure hands, it's Payne. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a 1st down.
It's tough on the defense there. 3rd down, you're in zone coverage. Everybody's watching the quarterback, and you're trying to make a break on the ball, but he just got it out of his hands too quickly, and the throw was too accurate. Really nothing you could do there, and it's now a fresh set of downs.
I think as a quarterback, you get in your mind before the snap a lot of times where you're going with the football, and sometimes you lock on it a little bit too long, and right there I think he did. He'd probably want that throw.
They'll try again on 2nd down after the incompletion. Pre-snap motion quarterback trying to get a read. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up.
Hey, 5 to 6 yards a pop. I don't know if you guys are really good at math, but that usually equals a 1st down every couple carries. So don't forget about the run game. Keep them honest. Pound that rock.
That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down.
Great job by the defense dialing up some pressure on 3rd down. They hit the quarterback and forced the incompletion.
On 4th down, they're taking to the air. Makes the grab well past the sticks. Turns out to be an easy conversion for this offense as they move the chains on 4th down. Missouri comes to the line with another 1st down. He wants to throw, feeling some heat. Trying to make magic on the scramble. He found a little opening and got loose. They couldn't stop him in the backfield, so a solid pickup there. They'll line up for a 2nd down play. He'll try the left side. Knocked down, but not before he crossed into the red zone and picked up 4 yards down to the 17. On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up on the ground here. He's got enough for a Missouri 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Makes the grab. It's Farmer. Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business with a 1st and goal. The big fellas line up in a goal line defense. Trying to slam in. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater. Now the offense tries to punch it in on 2nd and goal. Pushes for the goal line. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Missouri!
The offense goes as he goes, so really no surprise in the opening drive. They keep feeding him the football. He showed you all of his ability on that TV.
And they did tack on the extra point. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. They hope to be this time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. Don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down.
I love the quick decision the QB made there on that RPO, knowing he wanted to get it out of his hands fast. He just needs to make a more accurate throw moving forward.
Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Takes the easy completion. Good tackle there to stop him short of the first down, and now they have to make a call. That's the end of the quarter, and Missouri has the lead. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats.
Missouri, 7, Auburn, 0.
Now to see if these guys can get back in the game as we open the second quarter. Auburn's going to have to send out the punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He'll call for the fair catch here. Missouri has the offense ready to go on the field. Jesse, a very productive drive last time, wound up with a touchdown.
Yeah, mixing and matching play calling really well. Nice balance on that last one, Dave. Let's see what they can do here in this next drive.
Yeah, and I don't expect anything different. When you put together a drive like that, I would do more of the same. Keep the pace, keep it going.
They'll give it on the counter. Still on his feet at the 45. What a nifty run there to pick up the first down.
Yeah, it's a really good job with the misdirection, right? Bringing somebody's one direction with so much speed, the defense reacts. Now you bring another guy the other direction. Hard to see one and then react to the other, especially with that kind of speed on the field, and that's why you had a big play.
Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
Right. Second quarter, getting closer to the half. Offense is still having a lot of success stringing some first downs together. Defense is going to need to figure something out before they get to halftime.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
All right, that's a good result for the defense. We knew coming into this year they wanted to really improve their pass defense and their secondary and coverage. Nice job there.
Now on second down. Off play action. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. This drive was clicking along, but after a couple of misfires, threatening to stall out on 3rd and 10. Throws for the tight end. Makes the grab. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. Mizzou coming out with a fresh set of downs. Wide out in motion. Out of the gun, the running back has it. And they try the middle of this stout defense, and they rise to the challenge.
Well, they're trying to run the football there, just nowhere to go. They got dominated up front at the point of attack.
The back goes in motion. Wants to fire on second down. Caught in the backfield. It's Farmer. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
And a really nice job by the defense winning second down. I think the quarterback thought he could dump this off, maybe get some positive yards, set up a good third down. The defense did a great job responding and getting that running back on the ground.
On third down, going up top. And makes the grab in the end zone. Touchdown, Tiger.
And this connection is on fire to start the season. Not one, not two, 3 games in a row he's got a receiving touchdown. They continue to find the playmaker, and I don't think it's going to end after game 3.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. On the run from inside his own 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
One back in the backfield, he gets the carry. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
I'll tell you, this defensive end, not only can he pass rush, but he can play the run as well. You see him beat the offensive lineman there trying to block him and get in the backfield to make that tackle for loss. That was impressive.
Quarterback wants to throw on second down. It's complete to the left. Several defenders there to get him on the ground. Auburn lines up quickly. They'll throw on 3rd and short. But a little time, lets it go.
Great job by the defense there. They weren't surprised by that play call there on 3rd and short. They were expecting pass. They took everything away and forced the incompletion.
4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. Mizzou has it back in the offense coming out on the field. They wanted to set the tone, strike quickly. Jesse, they've done exactly that, up 2 touchdowns.
And this quarterback has been dialed in, too. He's been so good reading coverage, going to where the open guy is with the football. And they've been up and down the field, David, so far.
And this defense needs to make something happen right now. You've already given up a couple touchdowns. Your offense has got nothing going. Still early in the game. Get a stop. Create some momentum for your offense.
On second down, he'll fire. And it's picked off. Got room on the return. He's at the 10. And he has taken it all the way back. Touchdown, Auburn.
You've got to be so careful as a quarterback throwing over the middle of the field with this linebacker. He is so good in coverage, reading the quarterback's eyes. He'll make you pay, and he did right there with that pick 6.
They're lining up to kick it off after the pick 6, and that defense will come out feeling it. Here he comes from inside his own 5. And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and we'll see if the offense can build on this lead before the break. Missouri has the offense ready to go on the field. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick 6, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick 6 and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown 1 in my life, but yes, I do because of that singular instance. I'll say this. You can't let that play beat you twice. You got to go out and not try to get it all back here in one play. Just execute the offense.
Man, and we're seeing the tight end used more and more in the passing game. You see him moving inside. You see him moving outside. You see him moving in the box to block people. So here they put him in the slot and just have a nice little pitch and catch session.
Looking left. Pulls it in. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. The Tigers come to the line with a new set of downs. Lets it fly. He got a hand in there, knocks it away, incomplete.
And you could tell the QB found a matchup he liked, and that was a tight end running that 7 route or that corner route, trying to make a play, trying to give him the football, but really, really nice coverage on the back end. Not letting that big fella get his body on him and post him up. Doing a good job getting his hand on the football, swatting it to the ground.
They make the stop right there. Good pickup and still short of the first down.
Yeah, and that was tough on the DB, right? He's trying to cover the receiver on a drag route, running back over the middle of the field. You're trying to avoid all the linebackers, all the congestion. He just couldn't stay with them long enough, and as a result, fresh set of downs for the offense.
Quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
And had they not picked up that first down, it would have been decision time for the head coach, right? You're kind of in no man's land on the fridge. Are you trying a long field goal? Are you going for it on 4th down? But because of the execution there and the nice throw, let's keep this drive going. Let's see if we can get 6.
Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down. Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive. Looking to go up top on first down. A shot toward the end zone. He fires back across the field, and it's intercepted. And they make the play and make sure there's not any scoring opportunity right here before the end of the half.
Well, the defense comes away with the pick there with their nickel personnel. I think moving forward, if you're on offense, when you see that personnel on the field, you want to run the ball against it because you got smaller guys out there. Or if you're going to throw, think about...
Off he goes! Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the first down before he steps out of bounds.
Give the offensive line tons of credit on that running play. Just working really well as a unit right now. They're being physical. They're getting a lot of push. And you see guys working up into the second level, getting hats on hats at linebackers and DBs as they try to get involved. This O-line right now really showcasing their physicality.
On second down, they'll try the field goal to get the points before halftime. And he missed it. No good. And they couldn't cut into the lead. It's still a 7-point game. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Gentlemen, what else is new? A spirited environment there in Columbia. And I get it. A lot of coaches will say the difference between winning and losing comes down to stopping big plays and getting big plays. But if you ask me, it's more about how good you are on third down and how efficient you are in keeping drives alive. Those two stats can help you break the will of even the best defenses and help you come out on top. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at Memorial Stadium.
Thanks for that halftime report, Kevin. Auburn ready to boot it deep to start the second half. From inside the 10, here he comes. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Mizzou has it back in the offense coming out on the field. They have the lead to start the third quarter, but I'd imagine ball security was a topic at halftime.
Yeah, and I think you take the lead and you try to stay optimistic with your team, but you also say, guys, if we had taken care of the football, this lead would be even bigger, and we might have already knocked them out already, Palmer.
It's just about eliminating the mistakes at this point. You're right. This thing would be over if they hadn't shot themselves in the foot. So ball security, that is at a premium as this game goes on.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
Catch in the middle. It's Murphy. Brought to the ground, but not before getting enough for the first down. The Tigers racing to the line in the hurry-up.
Just beautiful, and that's a great feeling as a quarterback when you make that throw. It keeps your offense on the field, keeps the offense in rhythm. Obviously not as good as throwing a touchdown pass, but I'll tell you this, way better than having to trot up over to the bench and wait for your turn to get another shot.
Second down coming up. On the run, it's Farmer. Got behind those pads and picked up 3 out to the 35. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. On third and long, he has to throw for it. Got it in the middle, it's Coates. He found plenty of room, and he gets it to the 39-yard line. Missouri really moving on offense, set up with another first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Looking to scramble. He'll let one go down the right side. And he's got it inside the 10. After that huge gain, now a chance to cash it in from just outside the 5. A first down run in the red zone. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. And after the really good gain on first down, they'll try to finish it off on second and goal. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Tigers.
This defense is going to have to do a better job being physical. That's 2 rushing touchdowns they've now allowed. They have got to be better close to the line of scrimmage.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. They march 79 yards on the drive, and they close the deal, pushing their way inches into the end zone. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. On the move from inside his 5. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. We talk about settling for points, but sometimes when you have to settle for nothing, David, it can be demoralizing.
Yeah, and it can definitely be frustrating. And I think it leads you to say maybe I go for it more. But, Jesse, I think this offense just needs to put another drive together and just finish stronger.
Yeah, and be a little bit less predictable, too, especially as they get closer and closer down to the end zone.
It would have been a high-level play, but it's a play this quarterback expects to be able to make when he has a guy open.
Man, these quarterbacks start practicing and doing 7-on-7 and having quarterback coaches when they're like 7 years old, 8, 9 years old now. So even when they don't have wide receivers, you still expect them to fit that ball in there and make it happen.
Auburn to the line in a hurry. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. He'll try to do it himself. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. Auburn sends out the punting unit. He's getting a lot of work. 4th time he's punted tonight. Here's the fair catch, and he'll make it close to the 20-yard line. Missouri has the offense ready to go on the field. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
It was a nice job in play calling, too, David, just giving the quarterback some easy looks.
Oh, it's loose. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
I love those smashes where you can hear it up here, Reese. Goodness gracious, you can hear the contact. Such a big lick. The offensive guy doesn't hold on to the football. Huge momentum swing. Big turnover forced by the defense.
Gives it to the back on the draw. And gang tackling on this dude is a good idea. They needed it, but he still got the first down.
The quarterback and the offensive line really do a good job. What do? They sell pass first. Everything looks like pass. Nope, they hit you with a run. Really great job working together with a little bit of misdirection.
He's got it and still on his feet. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. Movement here from the tight end. They'll run play action. Coming after him. He's got it. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening.
A nice job by the defense there tackling the catch and smothering the tight end. They know this offense is going to try to find him in the passing game in a lot of different situations. That time, perfect coverage, and nice job bringing the big guy down. Not easy to do.
Into the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers. A quick strike, just as we expected.
And quick strikes are easy when you got such great field position. Obviously, when the offense starts in such a good spot, puts the defense in a bad position, and the offense takes advantage.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Mizzou has it back in the offense coming out on the field. That last fumble proved to be costly as they cashed it in for a touchdown.
Yeah, and so this defense now is juiced. They're excited and ready to go. So this offense, David, they've got to get something going.
Yeah, those turnovers can be contagious, man. It gets you excited, and then when your offense takes it down the field and does something with it, this offense better be ready to play against a motivated defense.
DB does an outstanding job here on the deep pass, locating the football, no PI, able to swat it away, passing.
Still at their own 20 after that last incompletion. It's 2nd and 10. They'll go to the ground. A run up the middle is stopped for no gain.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed. Missouri will have to send out the punt team. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. Solid punt, headed toward the sideline, trying to make it tough to return. And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. That last drive really productive. David wound up with a touchdown. They'll try to do it again.
Yeah, so I don't expect this offense to change too much, Reese. They had a great drive. They got the touchdown. Everything working. I would expect them to keep it.
The quarterback bought as much time as he could, but the defense got to him and sacked him.
Well, the problem with the play-action game is that it forces the QB to hold on to the ball just a little bit longer to allow some of these plays to develop. And, of course, that gives this defense longer to get after him.
After the big first down sack, it's second down. He's looking to throw, using the back as a receiver on the screen. And they wrap him up, but not before he gets enough on the catch for the first down.
And there you go. You see, you don't have to throw bombs to get big plays in the passing game. Just screen it to your running back. As soon as he catches it, he gets upfield. And how about the downfield blocking by these linemen and the wide receivers as they rip off that explosive run.
That's the end of the quarter, and Missouri has the lead. They've done the work to build a nice cushion. Now to bring it home as we check out the stats after 3 quarters. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. First down to start the drive after the break. Quick completion to the right. At the 45 on its way. That is exactly what you want to do with the football. He's got it all the way down to the 15-yard line. Defense wants to bring the heat. From the red zone, looking for a space. Caught in the backfield, it's Dennis. And just a short, safe pass play, they pick up a few.
For a wide receiver screen to work, you've got to have better blocking out in front by other receivers, and they're just not physical enough at the point on that last play.
Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. They'll put the tight end in motion. Trying play action. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit. Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. The give to the tailback. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker. And here we go, down a score. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He snares it in the end zone. Touchdown, Auburn!
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go in. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
Missouri has the offense ready to go on the field. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm, got off the field really, really quickly. They need to put something together here, Paul.
Yeah, David, bad execution on that last drive. So they got to take a collective breath and start playing like a unit on this one.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Gets it out quickly. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
I don't know if that's the coverage you want to be throwing wide receiver screens against. Oftentimes, you want the receivers to have some access. You want the DBs to be off a couple of yards so you can help set up the blocks and give the receivers somewhere to go.
They make the stop, but not before the screen has hit them for a first down and much more. Really good execution by this offense.
defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
To the air on first down. Grabbed behind the line. It's Farmer. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
And that's kind of a lot of today's running game, right? Spit the ball out quick, get it to your playmakers in space, get positive yards. It's instead of running the ball a couple yards up the middle, now you just spit it out wide, and a lot of times if you break a few tackles, it could be even bigger.
Pocket starts to collapse. How about that nice run from this junior quarterback?
It's the fourth quarter. Every second counts, right? It's a one-possession game. We're chasing the QB. He scrambles around, does such a great job getting positive yards, keeping this drive alive. We need a score badly. We got to keep drives alive like this. Wonderful job.
Going to try to pop one on the screen. Touchdown, Missouri! They've got the lead here in the fourth. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. The extra point is good, and now in the fourth, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. They march 79 yards on the drive, and they get it into the end zone with a 6-yard touchdown pass. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. Line gets set, first down. They're going to throw it to start the drive. And the pass hits, picked off. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
What a big game-changing play. I love when you see defensive players, they jump on the ball like they were the offensive guys. So aggressive, going and getting that pick and creating some big mojo for your team.
On first down, here comes this offense. Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete.
Well, it's a nice job by the quarterback getting the ball out of his hands quickly on that RPO. He saw something he liked, just not on the same page with his receiver.
He's back to throw on second down. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls incomplete.
And, guys, they really need to make something happen on this third and long. They'll run it. They want to take their time here. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. So on fourth down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. It's good. He could have hit a string right in the middle of the uprights there. And that will extend their lead even further. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. Michigan is running away with this one, thanks to an offense that's been clicking in every facet of the game. They're up by 21 over the Astronauts. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down. He's looking to throw it. Firing to the right, complete. Gets away from one, finds room. They got him free for a big gainer to the 43. Auburn lines up quickly. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and we see miracles in college football all of the time, and they could use one here. They'll throw it on first down. Got his man downfield. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Tiger.
And listen, still a ways to go, but great job by this offense getting you back in the ball game. Now, we got a one-possession game. We got our score. We did what we're supposed to do. Now, how do we get this stopped? Now, the defense has to come up big and get me the rock back.
He wisely lets that one bounce through the back of the end zone, and they'll take over at the 25. Mizzou has it back in the offense coming out on the field. All right, this game just got tighter, and you just don't want to make a mistake here, David.
Especially in the fourth quarter. Remember, you're still leading this ball game. You're still going to execute the same way, Palmer. Don't get frantic.
Don't get frantic, but I would like to see them stay aggressive, too. You put a touchdown up on the board here, and this goes back to being a two-possession game.
Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. On second down, let's see if they go right back to the run and put this game on ice. The give to the back. What a good run there. He has enough for the first down. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Now a first down from the 45-yard line. From the gun, the running back looking for room. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible.
These situations are preached so much in college football. Finishing a game strong, understanding circumstances. They are running the football right at you, trying to keep that clock moving, get a few first downs, and get a W.
They'll run it from the gun. At the 40, there he goes. And there they go again with another huge gain on the ground. He's finally run out of bounds. Missouri has it ready to go with another first down. On the move, it's Farmer.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
They'll be perfectly content to go right back to the ground here on 2nd and 8. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game.
Delay of game. Offense.
The offense couldn't get the snap off in time, and it'll cost them. Missouri trying to run out this clock. They move the tight end all over. Just feeds the running back. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making a good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
Mizzou trying to cash in on a red zone trip. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game.
Delay of game. Offense.
That is a completely avoidable penalty. The quarterback just went into brain lock and lost track of the play clock. From here, it would just be a 30-yard field goal try. Let's see how aggressive they're going to be to try to pick up that first down. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. It came down to the final quarter. Clutch plays, guys delivered, and they get the close win.
Yeah, Reese, big-time players make big plays in big games, and that's what happened in this circumstance. As a coaching staff, David, you love this. You know that you have confidence in your guys to go out and be able to execute when it matters the most.
Correct, and you don't know until the games, right? You don't know when those moments present themselves. How are they going to handle it? Great job handling a close game, executing down the stretch like they needed to.
So that's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis saying so long. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.